go.
So, good afternoon. I am Fredito Tampos, a fourth-year student of University of Cebu, Lapu-Lapu, Mandaue. So today I will be conducting an interview together with our professional industrial engineer and currently a sales analyst of Feeder Apparel Operations and proudly a University of Cebu product. So let me introduce to you Engineer Mergel Regitor. So good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
So, first of all, I would like to thank you for accepting my interview request. So, I'll be asking you 10 questions in relevance with industrial organization management. So, here's my first question. So, does organizational management play a role in your present job?
Yes, of course. Because me as sales analyst, I was the one who communicated with buyers. So first, in communicating with buyers, so I will be the one to receive all the customers' wants, needs, and all what they need in finished products. So next is I will so the one also to communicate with all the departments and share them all what I receive in buyers. Then aside from that, so in organization, so I will be communicate. Then next is coordinate and cooperate with all the other departments. And aside from that, in coordinating also to sewers and operators also regarding the buyers wants and needs.
So, thank you. So, with respect to top management, what are the strategies in ensuring that set of targets are met?
First of all, should be good to produce good quality, of course. Then second is we need also to meet all the customers deadlines and delivery dates because they are very practical with the delivery dates mostly.
So, okay. So, do you consider usefulness of objectives in planning process?
Yes, of course, because I do believe all managements are paid up to plan, to also to execute and to control. So in effective planning, so it should be bring for the effective planning. It will bring what can we say prescribe level of profit. So aside from that, it can also bring to be the production more productive and more efficient also.
So, as an industrial engineer, do you consider time as an important element?
Of course, because time is especially with buyers, they are very practical with the time. So if we what we can say is example, we said that we can we should deliver this, or they should we should
Deliver,
send this one to them or at that date or exact time. So we need to commit, and we need to without delays, send them without delays.
So, in an industry, it is usually industry experience or we call the experience delay, right?
Yes.
Sort of delay. So, how do you guys or how do management best eliminate or reduce with respect to delay in process?
First of all, the one we need is to follow up because we cannot process the products or the garments with example the lacking materials. So we need, so as sales analysts, so we need also to follow up with the suppliers. So what are the best ETA or the most best ETA or delivery they can provide us the materials, so that also we can also communicate with buyers regarding with the suppliers also advice. So for them, aside from that, so if we communicate already with buyers, so at least if we cannot example the address the delivery date for this one is next week, then if we can catch up the delivery date, so we can advise buyer also to move the delivery or extend. So at least for them, we know that because of the material ETA or the material delay, so at least but it is also safe for the factory, and also so that customer also understands why.
So, how important it is to develop control in organization?
It is very important to develop control in organization because in controlling, so the first step man in the first or in the very beginning, so controlling from the example for the the unloading of materials until to shipping of the finished products. So first pa lang, so in the materials, so the management should have the control, so have also the enough if the materials we receive, or have the control if it is exactly with the base of the quantity order we receive the until, so that because if have any discrepancy, so there's a tendency man that we can the delivery date will be affected.
So as we all know, human factor or a human resource is considered as the most critical operating factor, right? So how do you guys or how the management making sure or ensuring the safety and health of the employees?
Actually, safety begins in what we can say. Safety begins in the design of the factory or the layout itself in the workplace. So if the layout is not really in the good flow, so there's a tendency have the any accidents happen. But in our management or in the companies, they really make sure that we have that they can provide us proper ventilation, proper air condition also, and if have any emergency, so we have also the benefits, so have the health cards also to for mga privileges. So the safety of the I can assure that or our company or the top management really cared with the safety of our workers.
So how important is to develop good human relation in an organization?
It is very important because first of all, it can, as an employee, if you have a good human relation with your example for your respective team leaders, supervisors, so it can also give you motivation. Then also aside from that, you can feel comfortable and you feel inspired also to work if you have good relation with your heads and supervisors also.
So as technology arises and more useful to the industry nowadays, so is it necessary to replace worker and replace it with technology?
For me, I think it depends because in ECI or in the Feeder Apparel Corporation, since our industry is the garments industry, so mostly it is workers. So it is but in some points, so we have the embroidery. So I think still technology is more useful, especially with the high technology or the very professional, very high tech one. But in garments industry, mostly they are preferred man in the workers itself. So that's why sometimes we cannot
Eliminate worker.
eliminate the workers.
So this is my final questions. So what is the biggest role played as a professional industrial engineer in a particular industry?
The biggest role of an industrial engineer in a particular industry is to make the company more richer. That's why that's the role of mostly all the industrial engineers.
So thank you, Engineer Mary Jo Regidor. So it's my pleasure to have you here. So we've heard the best answer of Engineer Mary Jo Regidor. So once again, I am Fredito Campos and thank you.